Here now with Coach Kiracofe after the win. Coach, talk to me about the match. Just a great, I guess, first of all, a great bounce back from Thursday and able to come out. Things maybe looked a little dire after that first set, but you guys really turned it around.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be that guy and say that I feel like we should be 2-0 right now, and that's not to take away from the way that Sam Houston played. They played amazing defense, but it's just what I believe that we're capable of doing. But yeah, what stood out to me was that we had, composure when we needed it, and we had some passion and some energy when we needed it, and they were able to go back and forth between those two moments, or those two kind of emotions. Right. And yeah, it was good to where I think that we learned a lot of good things in set one and made a few little adjustments, nothing major, but a few adjustments, in the rest of the match, and the girls did a really good job putting that into practice.
There was a pretty long, I guess, streak or service for Meg there in that second set that I really felt like maybe turned the momentum for the match.
Right.
Do you feel like that was a turning point?
It was. I mean, we needed just a little break in their confidence, or in what was, to be able to take away a little something of what was working for them, and that was a really key moment.
So looking at just comparing things from Thursday, it seemed like I didn't ask you this Thursday, but the passing on Thursday's match, not where you wanted it, it seemed like it was there today.
It was. There were a couple of their servers that really gave us some fits, but we made some adjustments to be able to move some people around and kind of get them in a different position so that their best serve could not affect us the way it was, at least early on. So the passing was definitely there, and when it is, we can spread the ball around like we've talked about. We're a pretty hard team to beat.
Talk about how the team responded, and I know maybe you saw some of this in practice yesterday, but like you said, you wanted the Thursday loss to matter to them a little bit and last, and it seemed like they really responded well.
They did. We've been in tough situations in the preseason, so what happened Thursday night was uncharacteristic and something that I did not expect. So it was going to be important for us to see how we came out today, because Houston Baptist is good. Houston Baptist, went and beat UCA on Thursday. So for us to turn around and be efficient, and to be put in some bad situations and have to come back and obviously lose the first set and then still keep some composure, that was big for us.
So obviously the second set was a turning point, but that third set really, I think, was a defining set for this match. What was the biggest takeaway from that one? Huge lead, and then the resolve to kind of close it out when they came back. Yeah, I mean, the two totally opposite ends of the spectrum, both positive. Obviously, you don't want to allow them to come back and be able to take that big lead away, but to be like, all right, this is the end of it, and still win that set is really big, and it'll pay off in the future. I'm trying to remember, was it the third or fourth where we had that late run of 4-5-1 to end it? I can't remember off the top of my head.
That was the fourth. That was
okay,
the fourth.
So able to, again, I guess, weather their storm, weather their rally, and finish it off like this is what Northwestern State Volleyball is this year.
Yeah, execution in little tiny adjustments that we are making in a couple different situations, to where it was a variable where if this happens, then you need to do that. And so that's not always the easiest thing to do in the heat of the moment, but they did a really good job with it.
So I know you were, you didn't put a lot of stake in this weekend is going to define the conference schedule, but I'm sure you feel a little bit better about where the team is after today's performance.
Yes.
All right, Coach, appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, thank you.